Tell me, is there any more room? If I was in, I would love a fat ass. Are you kidding me? When a girl walks in with an itty waist and a round thing in your face, you get sprung. What is up, beautiful people? Hey guys, how's it going? It's me, Cyd. So today I wanted to do a makeup and mindset, and I know I haven't done one of these in a long time. Honestly, I'm still getting over my fear of public scrutiny. I'm definitely afraid of being attacked by the internet. And before you offer suggestions like, oh, just ignore it, don't let it get to you. It's very, very hard not to let that kind of energy get to you. Like, it is so debilitating for me. Like, it makes me feel like so anxious and afraid. When I was filming makeup and mindsets, some that I didn't post, I was getting very like in my head and afraid and trying to be too like politically correct, not to offend anyone. And it's scary. It's scary. Y'all are scary. Dang. Anywho, today's video I'm going to be talking about butts. We're gonna be talking about that booty. Hey, what you doing with all that backed up? Hey. I'm sorry, I don't know what that was about. We're gonna be talking about butt injections, butt augmentation, getting that butt done. This is something that I've always been curious about, so I decided to do more research just to learn about what actually happens, like what the procedure is. I feel like it's something that's taking our society by storm. Like, everyone got that thing back there, and I just wanna know what's going on. Today's video, I'm gonna be sharing with you guys what I learned. If you haven't already and you would like to, please subscribe, join the Peaceful Bitch Gang. We here. I'm gonna do better about making makeup and mindsets because I know you guys love them. So work with me. And yeah, if you want to talk about some booties, let's get right into it. I am not going to be able to monetize this video. Wow. I'm gonna still try though. A little disclaimer before I start, this video is in no way meant to shame or berate people who have gotten this done or who want to get it done at all. This is simply just information about the procedure that I decided to look up myself on the internet and share with you guys because it was on my mind. And that's what we do here. We put on makeup and talk about what's on my mind, which happens to be big butts. And I cannot lie. Okay, this intro has been long enough. Let's just get into the video. Let's put on some makeup. I will put all of the products that I'm using down below if I forget to mention them. I'm gonna color correct right now with this color corrector from LA Girl. My dark spots are getting out of control. And I can admit that I have not been doing the best job with my skincare. I haven't. I've been lazy. But today's video is not about me being lazy with my skincare. Today, I wanted to talk about them badonkadonks. I wanted to talk about this topic because I feel like it's taking over our culture. Like, I feel like so much of our culture is surrounded by large behinds. Recently, both Beyonce and Nicki Minaj did songs with new and upcoming amazing artists Doja Cat and Megan Thee Stallion, and they both referenced this procedure. Beyonce talking about real ass, and Nicki Minaj talking about silicone ass, which both are fine. Both are fucking fantastic, honestly. So I went on to Google and did some free research about butt augmentations. Not gonna lie, I'd be a liar if I said I didn't want a bigger thing back there. But I'm way too much of a bitch to go through with it. Like, I would never go through with it. I'm so scared of being put under. Got a little bitch in my blood in that area, but you know, it is what it is. So there are a couple different ways that you can go about enlarging your badonkadonk. The first way is fat grafting or fat transfer. This is also known as Brazilian butt lift, and this is a procedure where you have to go under. It has to be performed by a medical physician, like a professional medical physician in a medical facility. I mean, I don't know if you can do it at home. I wouldn't. Please don't do it at home. But this procedure basically involves taking fat from another area of the patient and putting it in the backside. So doctors will take fat from your thighs or your stomach or your arms, your back, your throat, your shoulder. No, I'm just kidding. But they will take fat from another part of your body and put that in your bum. This adds volume to the bum, and it's said to have the most natural look to it. The downside of this is because it's real fat cells, you can also lose them. So you can lose weight and your ass will go back to being as flat as it was when it started. This procedure, the Brazilian butt lift, or BBL as it's known in the streets, is also very expensive. It costs a lot of money. From what I found online, it can be anywhere from $9,000 to $20,000 to have it done. And to me, like, I don't want to pay that much money if there's a chance that I could lose it. Like, I don't want to lose it. You also have to have a lot of downtime with this procedure. So you have to be pretty much bed rest for about 4 weeks. You cannot sit on your butt. So you have to constantly lay or kneel on your stomach. You cannot sit on your butt which seems really, really uncomfortable. But that is an option, and a lot of people have done this actually. You'd be surprised to know that many celebrities undergo this BBL transformation. The second option is, oh, that is intense. Damn it. Oh no. It's okay. It's okay. The second option is the Sculptra butt lift. Sculptra is known as a filler. So if you guys have watched my video I did about when I put fillers in my face and I was on the verge of ending it all, I was traumatized. So I will leave that video down below if you guys want to check it out. But Sculptra is basically fillers that can be put in your backside. So initially this filler adds a small amount of volume, but what it does is it attaches to the fat cells in your butt and produces collagen to build volume over time. So it gets bigger as it goes, I guess. And I didn't really look too deeply into this one, but I'm assuming if it's a filler, then it will dissolve as well, because most fillers do dissolve over time. That's a procedure that you have to continue getting done, and you have to keep going back, going back, going back. I put way too much contour on the side. Like, damn it, damn it. Damn. Okay, so the next option is the most terrifying. It's also the most affordable, which is even more terrifying. This is the hydrogel or silicone injection option. Like the Sculptra filler, this is a procedure that doesn't require much downtime because you don't have to go under anesthesia to get it. You just go to someone and put the needles back there, squeeze, puff it up a little bit, slap you on the back, and send you on your way. Usually this procedure is done by non-medical professionals, so it's a black market procedure that's done illegally. Cardi B has been on the record saying that she got her fillers done in someone's basement. So, I mean, not judging, fun story. My first tattoo I got in the basement, and the tattoo artist's name was Schizo, and I don't know what the fuck made me think that was a good idea, but I did, and now I have a tattoo for the rest of my life from a guy called Schizo. So, same, Cardi B, same. The scariest part about the hydrogel injections is not that it's done by non-professionals. What's worse is hydrogel is actually the sealant used in tile floors. So like when you go into a bathroom and you see the tiles and there's that little like gel in between the tiles, that's what people are potentially putting in their butts. That to me is very, very terrifying, because what? It doesn't sound safe, because it's not. So basically these injections, once they start dissolving, can go into different areas of your bloodstream and poison your body. Sometimes when they're injected improperly to begin with, they go into your blood vessels and the silicone can start going into your heart, and people have died from this. People have died. Another celebrity who's been really open about their experience with hydrogel injections is K. Michelle. If you don't know, K. Michelle is a musical artist. She's a singer, a musical artist. Like, you ever try and be too politically correct and get on your own nerves? Like, she's a singer. She talked about her experience with getting the injections. She went to a man who wasn't a licensed physician in Atlanta, and he did the injections, and she said she got them because one of her favorite rappers did it, so she wanted to do it. She wanted to come up in the game, she wanted to have more attention, more notoriety, so she got her butt done, and it worked. She said for the first 5 years after getting it done, she loved it. Like, she had no regrets, not even a single letter. If you understood that joke, I fucks with you. Anywho, she had no regrets about getting the procedure. She loved it. She would have done it again. Like, she was very happy with it. It wasn't until later that she started having complications. Like, she said she began getting really bad migraines, really bad pains in her legs and in her back. She had to be hospitalized for it, actually. She had to have 2 blood transfusions, which I don't know exactly what a blood transfusion means. I'm sure I could have just looked it up, but it sounds serious enough that I'm like, damn, you had to have a blood transfusion? It sounds really intense. But K. Michelle has been very, very open with her experience, which is very honorable. Like, I genuinely appreciate people like that who tell you the good and the bad of some of the decisions they made to help prevent other people from making the same, maybe fatal choices. Cardi B is also very open with her decision to enhance her backside. She says that she went to a lady in the Bronx, she did it in her basement, and it cost $800, and it was leaking really badly. I also found that, I don't know if this is the same woman or if they, did similar things, but I found that people who do the procedure non-medically usually they're not very sterile, so you can get an infection from the environment not being sterile enough. They also seal the wounds. They seal the open wounds with crazy glue. So that's one way of stopping the bleeding, I suppose. The hydrogel injection option is probably the one option I would say don't Don't do it. Stay away from it. Don't do that. It's unfortunate that this is the most affordable option for a lot of people, and I think that's why it's still around where so many people are doing it. But like, what is the point of having a fat ass in the casket though? Like that, honestly, you know what? To each his own. There are safer ways of doing it, but if your goal is to have a fat ass in your casket, do what you gotta do, baby girl. No, but seriously, there are safer options if you decide you wanna go through with this. I'm listing out many options. This is the absolute worst one. So let's just continue. The next option is actual buttocks implants. Now this procedure is very similar to breast implants, which breast implants have become vastly normalized. That's not even like a procedure that people even gasp at anymore. Like it's just kind of, it's normal, truthfully. I have considered getting my breasts done, but again, I'm scared. I'm scared to go under. I'm scared. I am scared. I am not afraid to admit that I am afraid. So butt implants are similar to breast implants. It's a similar procedure, and the silicone used is different than what you would put in your breast based on like the texture and the feel, the overall material that they use. But this is one of the more safe options in this entire procedure. It's the safest and the most long-lasting. This one and BBL are pretty safe, aside from the fact that you have to go under, which I'm definitely afraid of. Moving on. The BBL procedure, the one that I mentioned first, can also be combined with the silicone implant. So you can get fat transfer from another part of your body, as well as getting an implant for that extra little oomph. Now, I'm not sure if having the silicone, because they say when you get breast implants, you should get them redone every like 5 or 10 years or something like that. So I'm not sure if this is similar. I don't know the exact information on that, but this procedure is basically the same as getting them boobies up. Getting them boobies up, getting them boobies up. Ah! So yeah, those are all the options for getting your butt lifted. Those are the ones I found, at least, the ones that are most popular. This video, again, is not to shame anyone or try to convince anyone not to do it. It's already being done. Like, people are gonna do what they wanna do regardless. I was just very curious as to what it looks like for someone who does want to get it done. And I figured it's good to talk about for people. Maybe this is information you didn't know. Maybe you would have gone and got the hydrogel butt lifts because that's what you heard celebrities are getting, and you might have an okay experience with that and everything might be fine, but it's still really good to know the risks and to know your options. I think that it is crazy that everybody want to ask now. Like that to me is insane, because when I was growing up, that was specifically for the Black and Latina community. Like, the people who had the big butts in the celebrity world were Beyonce and J-Lo. Like, do you remember when J-Lo had a big butt? When J-Lo's butt was big? Like, now you look at J-Lo, you're like, that's cute. She got a cute little butt, but it's not what we're used to seeing anymore. And that to me is the most fascinating thing. I think social media obviously has contributed to that, like it contributes to everything. But we're seeing a lot of the same body type constantly, every single day. And for impressionable minds, or for people who want to transform or develop themselves in that way, it's a constant reminder that, you know, if I get a fatter ass, I can get this, or I'll get more attention, or I can twerk harder, or I don't know. Like, I don't know what people's options are, but we're getting constant reminders every day. Then there's also brands like Fashion Nova, which Fashion Nova is taking over the world. They're becoming so huge and so out of control. They got everybody on their payroll over there. That's crazy. I don't shop at Fashion Nova. I don't think I've ever bought anything from the store, because whenever I go on the site, I feel like the clothes aren't gonna look like that on me, because I have a very kind of like a boyish figure. Like, I got a little bit of curve, like I got a little booty. It's back there, but it's tiny. So I also don't have like the really tiny waist, and I don't have hips at all. So when I go on a site like that and I see the models all having this figure, I think, okay, these clothes aren't for me. These clothes aren't gonna look like that on me. So if you're gonna do it, that's fine. Just make sure you're, you know, making well-informed, smart decisions. Google is free. I found all of this information for free. I wonder when they're gonna start charging us for Google, because all this information, they're gonna start charging this watch. Okay, this eye look is like really coming together really nicely. I'm kind of into it. So I wanna know down in the comments below, what do you guys think about this? Is this something that you've thought about before? Have you considered it? Do you know someone who's done it, or someone who is considering it? What are your thoughts? Like, let's start a discussion. I do remember when I was younger feeling like I wanted a bigger butt. Like I was trying to like eat cornbread and like, I don't know, all that starchy mess to maybe make my butt get bigger. Because I noticed when I was in high school, the girls who got the most attention were the ones who had, you know, that thing. So I wanted that thing, and I never considered actually going through with a medical procedure. But now, because it's so widely spread and so popular, it's an option that a lot of young girls are considering. And I'm not saying they shouldn't, but I do feel like we should have more open discussions about the safetiness around it until it becomes something as common as breast augmentation is. Like, and I feel like butts are, you know, on their way there, but if people are still dying from this, something's wrong. We're not talking about it enough. Now, I know I don't want anyone to say like, oh, we're dealing with bigger issues, pandemic and the world being on fire, but it doesn't mean we can't still talk about things that were affecting our society before any of this happened. Truthfully, this pandemic is just giving us all more time to sit online and critique ourselves and our bodies and maybe make plans or have intentions on changing the way we look when we can. So it's still something we could talk about. Like, I'm gonna talk about it. Okay guys, I'm gonna throw on some liner and lashes and I'll be right back. I'll be right back. Don't move. Don't move. Back, lashes are on. I'm not feeling my like complexion. Like I think it's because I've been lazy about my skincare routine, but I feel like I have a lot of texture. Eye makeup is real cute, but the face makeup, I don't know, I'm not feeling it. It's fine. So yeah, I would love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. Please let me know. Again, this is a loving and peaceful community. We are peaceful bitches around here. We don't do none of that hating. We don't do none of that disrespect. Don't be disrespectful. You can say what you want to say without being disrespectful. Be kind. Like, I better act like you got some sense. But seriously, I really want to know what you guys think about this. Like, are you about that life? Are you not about that life? I am not about that life. If something happens where I get over the fear of being put under, then I'm not gonna say I wouldn't do it, because I would love a fat ass. Are you kidding me? I would love to be able to jiggle my butt. It's the little things in life that make us happy. Reading about this and finding, you know, more of the options, I do feel better knowing that this is it's an option for people if they want to go through with it, and that there are safe alternatives to what we see constantly, which is the hydrogel injections. Who knows? Like, I'm sure there are people who've done the hydrogel injections and they're fine. Like, they're living their best life with their nice ass. They're shaking it on the gram. And I want to touch it. So, who knows? Yeah, I don't, like, my skin is so... Do you guys see all this texture? I need to stop playing myself on my skincare. I'm doing this to myself. Why? Why, Cydnee? Okay, a little lip. I really love this eye makeup. Like, this was so easy to do, so cute. Can you guys see this? Is it as cute as I think it is? Because I feel great. I feel cute. So, okay, I'm gonna use this lip liner. I've really been loving the LA Girl lip liners. Like, they are coming in clutch. They're really affordable. I think they're like $4. Acting stupid. What's happening? Carol Baskin. All right, guys, so that's the finished look and pretty much all I have to say as well. Please comment down below and let me know if you learned something or if I missed anything, if you have more information than I included in this video. I would love to learn more. I'm sure more people would love to learn more, or you know, this is just information people need to have if you're considering it. My Discord channel is still a thing. I haven't been posting on there as frequently, but I do updates and I ask you guys specific questions on my Discord channel, which I will leave down below if you want to join peaceful bitch gang, closed, tighter community over there. So, and that's it for me. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.